Traveling around the nation, I hear from loan officers all the time who are frustrated with things that happen to them. That, this law passed and it's so frustrating, or this rule is being implemented in such a frustrating way. What I always ask is, well, what did you do to stop that from happening? Like, what was your participation so that this wouldn't be the case? And what normally I get is people just kind of staring at me like, I don't know what you mean by that. And so what I thought we would do is take a little time, because we've got a really cool event coming up in Washington, D.C. with the Mortgage Bankers Association. Because of that, I want to take some time and get you to understand what advocacy means, what you can do, how we can make a positive impact on this industry. For that, I brought in Tammy Golden, because you've done a lot of advocacy in your career.
I have.
5 times you've been to DC for the Mortgage Bankers Association?
Correct.
Talk to me about why that's important. Like, why do you even go?
I was part of the Mortgage Bankers Association Future Leaders Program, and that's part of the program. And so that was my first exposure to it. And then I got so excited once I was able to be there and be a part of it all that I just knew I had to keep going back.
It's addictive, right?
It is very addictive.
I just remember feeling like I was part of America.
You are. I mean, you're going to the Capitol and you are advocating on behalf of an industry that we all fell into for one reason or another and are super passionate about. And so how can you not get excited about going to your representatives' offices, whether it's in the Senate or the House, and trekking back and forth between the two like other lobbyists do on a regular basis? And yeah, it's very Americana.
For a lot of people, they're like, I'm not, like, that's for other people. Like for us, Tom Hendrickson was the guy that always would go and
years and years, maybe even decades he did it. And he was the icon for Oregon for standing up for us and going to advocacy every year. You don't have to know anything about any of the laws, any of the rules. Advocacy will prep you. So you walk into this conference room and they have the entire room set up with tables and these big state markers, and so you see the entire United States, and then you are with the other representatives from your area.
Which are also just volunteer people that came on the trip, right?
And then for an entire day, they prep you on the topics that we will be discussing. And they bring in representatives throughout the country on both sides of the aisle and give their perspectives on housing, on mortgage lending, on different programs and opportunities that they see that could come up or how they feel about it. All the talking points are given to you, and then the next day you go up to the Hill and you may meet with the actual representative or you may meet with their staffer. And so then they take all the notes and you let them know what your position is, and maybe you follow up with a white paper or an email of some kind. And now I've been going enough, like they see me coming, they're like, oh yeah, weren't you here last year or the year before?
Oh, no way.
Like I've known you, yes.
And by the way, I'm shocked how few people know how many people at MBA are working on your behalf. Like Mortgage Bankers Association has people dedicated to the state laws, meeting with all the people in all the states, figuring out how they can take action there. They've got people, just working on all these specific areas. I want to also say, if you're not going to DC, most states have a lobby day, and you can get involved in lobby day, and you can do the same exact thing on the state level, which is also really fun. We went into one, and the woman we were meeting with, we're like, how much do you know about mortgage? And she goes, I was a processor. And we're like, oh, wow. This is going to be the greatest conversation ever. Like, she was awesome. I voted for her every time after that. I loved her. And so you can go to the state level one, you can go to the DC one, but at the very least, we need you to be part of what's called the Mortgage Action Alliance. They refer to it as MA. So talk a little bit about that, because it's a big deal that it takes nothing.
It is very little effort. So MA, or Mortgage Action Alliance, is a grassroots bipartisan effort on behalf of mortgage bankers. So when you sign up, which is free, this will alert you for anything that's like trigger leads.
That trigger lead legislation.
That was huge. And so that came out multiple times, and you'll get a text message or an email, and the entire thing is pre-written for you. And so you just log in and you say yes, 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 and an email goes on your behalf that's pre-written. You can write your own piece. In fact, they encourage you to bring a personal story and write a story. And that's the one thing, whether you're at, being a part of MA or advocacy, bring personal stories, and then you send that off. And that is the easiest way to do that. So coming up this May, there is a Mortgage Action Alliance kind of a push week. They're looking for 5,000 resubscribed members and 1,500 new subscribers.
And it's free. We should say it again.
Free.
There's not even a catch. It's literally
free. And that
free.
is your way to do something like that. You can do your part for little to no effort, and just keep an eye on those emails that come up. And if that's something that you want to help support, send off that email.
And we will continue to send those messages into the coop to get people more activated in there, because it really is. It just activates all the people. Realtors have so much power on the Hill, and it's because people activate. And when we do that, we get the same thing. And when a letter comes in from a constituent that lives in a place that can vote for this person, they read it and they listen. And the more we can get to them, the more impact we can have. Tammy, thank you for this.
Of course.
I knew that I had the right person because you've done so much work in this area. And I appreciate you so much for what you're doing. Have fun out there.
Thank you.
And we will see you in Washington, D.C.